321, 321. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. 111, 222, 333. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh, it's nice. We got a nice constellation, the melody behind me, and the Florian Church. And welcome. If somebody don't want to listen to such we say Krakow accent or so, I'm sorry for my British accent, but I was only 2 days in the UK. I'm native Krakowian. With my heart, I want to share the information that I got for over 25 years as the local guide with that very important license guide of Krakow with English and German. I want to share things that are unknown. For instance, on that tour on the Royal Road, you've got the information about the wigs. Why suddenly in Europe people were suddenly bald and they had to wear wigs. Why? Everything is there. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Danny. A big thanks for the Hago team. There's such great Hago team, and we're walking about the 1.5 kilometer Florian Street, the most beautiful market square in Europe, Rynek Główny. Then Grodzka Street is the Castle Street with the former goldsmith shops, and then Kanonicza Street, the Canon Street, the oldest street in the old town. Then we're getting the Wawel Hill, called also the Dragon's Hill. Krakow was the former capital city of Poland, and we are still such with the secret capital city of Poland. I think we could prepare for the starting the tour. I think slowly is the group. Danny is in the team, perfect. And have a look. Just we are at the beginning. This direction is the Warsaw. There is the Warszawska Street, Warsaw Street. Very busy, rush hours, Friday evening. Start a weekend, and always from that side the kings proceeding to the Krakow for the coronations, weddings, later also funerals. And the Florian Church, they've got the nice story. There were any relics for St. Florian were taken from Rome, and they were supposed to put on the Wawel Hill, Royal Cathedral. But suddenly oxen stopped in the front of the university church, and that was recognized as the miracle. That was the foundation of the St. Florian church, but it's the Basilica, one of 18 basilicas in Krakow. Imagine, Krakow is I would say, better than Barcelona. Barcelona has got only 5 basilicas, and in Krakow 11, double more than Barcelona. Of course, Krakow in the UNESCO list, and also one of the top 10 of Europe recognized by National Geographic. Krakow now has got over 1 million citizens, 130,000 students, and 40,000 pigeons. There are the Krakow Knights, is also other legend. Told it was the rich prince from Silesia, Probus, and he wanted to get the Krakow crown. He got enough gold, but not permission of the Pope. He asked the good witch in Krakow for the help, and she said, "Okay, we're making such deal. I turn your knights in pigeons, and you have to walk to Pope barefoot. But there's one rule: you shouldn't spend any zloty on the way." His knights were turned into pigeons. He came to Pope, they got the gold and permission insignia, but on the way back, suddenly was the nice tavern. He drank some beer, and they came to Krakow barefoot. That's why the legend of the Dutch Probus and emptiness. Look at this. There's such. I promised there would be snow. Early morning, there was a lot of snow, but they're very quickly melting, 5 centimeters. But now it's snowing again. Now temperature about -1 degree Celsius. In Poland is such joke. -40 degrees Celsius, no problem. 40 kilometers to walk, no problem. 40% no alcohol. That's why I think, according to YouTube rules, I could tell such joke connecting with Chopin or Paczewski. What is this? You could get on the Wikipedia or Google. Okay, the monument of the biggest victory of Germany, the Grunwald, 1410. The king sitting on the horse on the top is the king that you could see on the Polish banknote, 100 zlotys. There is the Polish dollar. I said now for groups, the Polish dollar, 100 zlotys, green. And that Jogailo, they conquered the top modern order in Europe, Krzyżacy, we say the Teutonic Order. And look at this, here is death, lying the Grand Master of Teutonic Order, Ulrich von Jungingen. You see that they took the last breath, and Grunwald, the biggest victory over Germany. You know, Polish history complicated with east or west, here the best. That is always such pressing from east or west. Such monument was put, hello, the newcomers, thank you for questions. You could ask, there's the live streaming, you know, everything could happen. In one moment we get in between people. And such monument was created before First World War. In the Second World War, Nazi Germany destroyed the monument and then replaced. And in front of the monument, look at this, I'm staying in the tomb of the unknown soldier. There are symbolically ashes from the soldiers from the different battlefields. And like in France, there's the commemorating unknown soldier. Tomb of unknown soldier, Polish nieznany żołnierz. The biggest ceremonies, they take place, hello Papa, and every year, and 11 November 1918 is the Polish Independence Day. After First World War, we celebrated independence after 123 years. That is the unindependence. Okay, but look at this. That is the Academy of Fine Arts, and whole square is called after him. Leonardo da Vinci of Krakow, Mr. Matejko. We're coming closer to his monument. I tell you more about the famous painter of Krakow. And Barbican is not Barbie, but the barbarian troops. Krakow was invaded 3 times by Tatars. We say Mongols. Capital was Karakorum. Famous was the Genghis Khan. If you don't know him, listen the famous hit song Genghis Khan. And you see preparing for the Christmas decoration. 29th November we start the Christmas market and now they are not yet illuminated. We're waiting for the Christmas illumination and Christmas market soon. Okay, that is the Matejko Square. On the way I show you the destroyed pieces of the monument. Look at this. They are from original monument destroyed by Nazi Germany. Original pieces from the monument over there. And now monument reconstructed. But the Krakow got very little destroying during the Second World War. Only 1% compared with Warsaw. There was the 100% destroyed by Hitler, or we say almost 186%, sorry. Wrocław, Breslau, 70%. And Krakow only 1%. Krakow generally was lucky and undestroyed during the Second World War. Okay, but we're getting closer to the Barbican. Let me go safety. Okay. Thank you. That is more people joining. 20 people in the house. Big thanks, especially my grand friends from the Hego team. Hego is still existing in my mind. From the Jessica is also they're getting a beautiful hat from the Tom Guide Krakow. You see with the logo. You could follow also my profile on the TikTok every day at 7 p.m. live TikTok walks, live walks. And look at this. We are at the entrance to Barbican. Direction 10 o'clock was the entrance, very clever, and was there like a trap for enemies. From that side was the one drawbridge, and from other side the tunnel connecting with Florian's Gate. If the enemies entered inside, they're like a mouse in the trap. They were trapped inside of the Barbican. The building is over 500 years old. White and blue tram, like a metro getting through, but now Krakow is going to have metro, you know. That's such interesting such metro would be in Krakow. Only in Warsaw there are two metro lines, but in Krakow is the such project making metro. And look at this, there's the like a trap for enemies former drawbridge, but it's only now a museum and not used. And mode, very deep, is the darkness, you don't see a lot. You know, now is the Green Deal, we save energy. President then don't put a lot of light to see better. And in one moment, you see, it's snowing, you see snowflakes? Oh, it's okay, it's a snowy tour. Snowy tour, Papa, you see? Oh, Papa Job TV. Let me put your profile as #1. Papa is recommended as the great friend. All friends from Asia, big thanks. You know, you are always my best always followers. Okay, and we're getting to the Leonardo da Vinci of Krakow. I show you much better the frame. Look at this, that is such the Matejko sitting in the empty frame was the very prolific painter. He did over 300 paintings, but there was the protest against demolishing of the Krakow monuments. He took the old canvas out. He's got even broken nose, but I tell you why later. We see much better his face in the Florianska Street, the most beautiful street of Krakow. Look at this, the lanterns even in the style of 19th century. Sometimes here they're running rats. That's why be careful. Sometimes people are afraid of my life that the rats jumping out. Krakow, like a Paris, is rich in rats. Okay, and we getting the most beautiful street and Florian's Gate, the oldest gate and one of the former 7 gates of Krakow. And there's the, you see, even is the before Christmas market. There are still tourists, and it looks like a weekend in Krakow is from Wednesday to Sunday. It's the only 2 days that nothing happen. Okay, I see everything around me in darkness. That's why we're getting to the beautiful illuminated Krakow. Big thanks there. You are 20 in my house. Perfect. You could share information about the live stream. Live stream is about the 4.5 hours. Not extremely long. It's the plan for 1.5 hours. Thank you. And look at this. That is that we're going very slow because it's the most beautiful moment. Enjoy that moment. And here you see Black Madonna. You know, Poles are extremely Catholic. 71% Poles declared as the Roman Catholic. That was the big fire in the church on the Holy Mary on the Sand, and only such paintings survived. This is the little black, is the not black skin Madonna, but such style of icons were in that time. And you see in the gate even traces of the former tram line. Look at this on the right, the shape of the tram. Tram used to go here 60 years ago and then finished. And the most beautiful street, Florianska. And we're turning a little bit right. We see the oldest museum in Poland, the Czartoryski Museum, the uncrowned princess of Poland. The collection of the world-famous Mona Lisa of Leonardo da Vinci, but it's the lady with ermine. Ermine, that is the kind of animal, like a cat. And that is, I think, the most important painting and biggest treasure of our collection. In the Second World War, robbed and then regained by the National Museum. And you see now is the Hotel Polski closed, and we got the impression with dorożka. We say cart with the 2 horses, 2 horsepower. That's the tradition of Krakow. And we got even any royal family inside. No. Royal kingdom finished, 1734 was the coronated last Polish queen. I tell you who, we see her on the way. That's why stay connected. Please share information because everything is going on. That's why big thanks. Evelka is coming. Perfect. Okay, and then we're getting to, not to Costa Cafe of Magdo. No, Magdo, that was the first Magdo in Krakow. But we're coming back to Florianska, the most beautiful street in Krakow, as I said. The name of Florianska came from the patron of Krakow, patron of the firefighters, guides. He is pouring water. Look at this. Over there is the St. Florian extinguishing fire. You see him? And But in Krakow, he's not pouring with water. He's pouring with beer. In Krakow, every consumption of the beer was about the 5-liter beer per day. But the pregnant wives, they shouldn't drink more than 3-liter beer per day, recommended by doctors. Water polluted and much more better than water beer, but 1 or 2%. One thing that was the discovery with my TikTok team, interesting. By the TikTok walking tours, I discovered such thing. Ludwig Teichmann, very shy, black. No one mentioned to watch that, notice that place. Professor of Jagiellonian University, the oldest university in Poland, and of course, a professor of anatomy. And he discovered crystal of hymen. You know what was the hymen? If you watch the Sherlock Holmes, police, they want to get the corpus delicti, any traces of crime. Someone was murdered and they're looking for traces of blood. They taking such crystals of hymen, pouring on the floor, and discovered blood. That's why it was like a blood discovery of very important crystals, using by the criminal investigations also. That is such big treasure for the police. We see everywhere żabkas, biedronkas, there's like a 7-Eleven shops everywhere. But we're getting to the, of course, historical matters. But Krakow is very alive. You got the everywhere, any vodka bars or so, 1,000 pubs. Krakow is the paradise for the clubbing. The pubs are full of people. There you don't have place for the to sit. And of course the discos, and here the oldest cafe in Krakow, Michalik Den. There was the famous Green Balloon Cabaret, and that is atmosphere like in 19th century. You never change, nothing changed inside. I give you the short view inside. Oh, there's such żywiec. That's mark of the okay. And look at this. Vis-a-vis, we got the, of course, wax museum. That thing is like a tourist trap. Any TikTok star from America, they said the worst museum in Poland in the world. Got the 1 star in TripAdvisor, but of course the face of Mr. Bean also, that is the touching attraction. And then we see Franz Joseph, the restaurant under Golden Pipe. Franz Joseph visited Krakow. We say pod, very important connector. Pod, it means under Golden Pipe, pod złoto people. There's a such name. And Franz Joseph visited Krakow 7 times, but without his wife, Empress Sisi. She didn't like Krakow journalists. They described her yellow teeth. That's why Franz Joseph was alone in Krakow. And look at this, Matejko. You see little broken nose, yes? Father didn't have money to send him the doctor and has got the always broken nose. That is the Matejko House, very recommended museum. He got this very special passion. He's not only painter but also pianist and architect. And he was the collector of the tools from the torture, from the execution of Krakow, and got the full collection of the different matters like Iron Maiden or so. And look at this, the beautiful hotel Wyndham Grand with the trattoria. That is the only one hotel with the underground parking at the Florianska Street. Welcome to my group, Facebook group. I love Krakow, but the name is Kocham Kraków. We say like a heart and Kocham Kraków. In Polish, Kocham Okay. Now can you get my voice? Okay. Such. I think you appreciate that I try to restore the life, and I think it's now okay. Yes. Can you hear now? There's a such pushing trolley after selling of ważanki. And you see the work after babushka is out. There's such okay. That is such babushkas the selling the bajgel or the ważanek. The pretzel, okay. Okay, just we getting to the most beautiful market square. Okay, we survived the technical issue. You know, it's the live stream. Then you go walking to the direction the main Basilica of Krakow, mother of churches, over 800 years old. They never got the problems with fire, better than Notre Dame. And the top, you see the crown. That is the crown since 1666. But the church is over 800 years old. Respect such age. And of course, with the St. Mary Basilica is connected two legends. They first told about the Tatar invasion. Only one god saw enemies and started to play wakey wakey melody. One of the Tatar took the arrow and hit his in the throat. Melody suddenly stopped. And every hour on hour melody is played live in 4 cardinal points. Live is not automat, live. But look at this, we're getting to the most magic moment. The moment that we see from the pedestrian zone, the most beautiful market square in Europe, the Rynek Główny. 40,000 square meters, one side 200 meters by 200 meters. And in the middle, the oldest shopping mall of Europe, medieval shopping mall. The first floor was exchange chamber for cloth makers, ground floor for elephants, camels and horses. Yes, camels and horses and elephants. Why? Krakow was the intersection of the two merchant tracks. North, south, and east, west. Look at this, how big tourist group is streaming. That's why Krakow is full of tourists. And north-south amber track and east-west a textile route connecting Persian Empire with Spain. And now there are souvenir markets, amber gold, ground floor, 54 stalls. We're walking through it, don't worry. It's the better for me too because it's very chilly weather. I got a slowly frozen right hand. Now I try to move my fingers to get a little warm up. That is the beautiful project of the former hotel Dresden, Hotel de Dresden, now commercial bank. That's why you see darkness in the windows. No one is there, very spooky, and only commercial bank. And vis-a-vis the former pharmacy that now under Ethiopians, now Little Britain, karaoke, things like that. But it's very, very busy moment for, obviously it's very, very cold and chilly weather. And now let me close the horses. I tell you news about the horses. You could enjoy the horses. I think it's not last time, but there's something. But I think is the better is I tell you the news connecting with the situation of the horses and carts. There's the line AB. There was the such families: Bonner, Bettman, then Havelka. There's such the rich families. They got such palaces around the market square. The bankers, for instance. And you know, it's the fresh situation. There is the such organization of the animals. They wish that should be finished. Stop the procedure of the going of carts. They discovered that over 83 horses were already died. Also, there's a such matter, especially standing and not moving is the problem for horses. That's why if they moving is better. But as such, the horses staying here very long, like a whole day. And the municipal of Krakow should controlling better the horses. Yes, that is the news feed. But you see, they are nice. That is a protected. That horse, they got a nice blanket on it. And the most beautiful view is the such composing the horses and the St. Mary Basilica. Look at this. That is like a visit card of Krakow. On the other hand, it's hard to imagine, very hard to imagine market square without horses. There's such element of the sightseeing of Krakow and flair of Krakow. And look at this, the booths are prepared from the for the Christmas market. We are just in front of the market that is going on the. I think I make the live stream. Thank you, Papa, and I'm very sorry for the technical issue. You know, sometimes on the live stream the audio is out. Thank you that you're informing me. You are still watching, and we thank you for your watchfulness and you getting. Next legend about the two different towers coming up. Look at this from my head, coming the two different towers. Why the two different towers? Stay connected, please share information about life. We're making much more powerful group. I would see not 30 people, but 60. 60 good day. You know, on the TikTok, my record 1,200 people on the live. 1,200 on the TikTok live streams. And look at this, over 90 booths waiting. That would be interesting. Kiełbasa, sausage and other delicious matters inside. But the 29th November, everything is going on. Okay, let's get me a little warm up. You see on the entrance to the cloth halls, the holes. There were extinguisher for the torches. That was like a switch off in that time where torches, fire, extinguisher like an ashtray. And let me a little warm up inside of the cloth halls. The beautiful souvenir market open from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. You got to hear everything from the dragons to the jewelry and of course geese. Now the geese is getting the symbol of so Krakow. Okay, and at the top you see the coat of arms of the Polish cities that were permitted for trade, and between the guilds, the different cloth maker and other different guilds of Krakow, they got their own signs on this part. Okay. Papa is still watching. Okay. And in one moment, the Krakow was also member of Hansa. Look at this, the lamps, they've got the such shape of anchor. That was Krakow was the Hansa, a member of Hansa. And then we're getting little out, and in one moment we see hanging knife on the entrance to cloth halls. You see on the left direction, 10 o'clock is the knife. Why the knife? Look at this. That was the competition between two brothers. Each of them wanted to build a higher tower. Look at this. In front of me, the St. Mary Basilica. You could notice the two different towers. Each of brother wanted to build the higher tower. Older brother built the left tower, but was the too slim, they couldn't be higher. He killed his brother secretly, got the money of Mayor of Krakow, and got the prize of the award of the president of Krakow. But after a few years, he got the pricks of conscience, climbing the higher tower, opening window, and said to all citizens, I am guilty of killing my brother. Took a knife, jumping on the market square, and they committed harakiri. And that knife is the, we say, harakiri knife hanging at the entrance to cloth halls. You see the monument of the Bard of Poland, the Polish Shakespeare, Mr. Mickiewicz. They are the monument during the Second War destroyed by Nazi Germany and then replaced. That's the place that anyone that could express own point of view. Meeting place, the best meeting place, we say usually in Polish, pod Adasiem. That is with Adam, the feet of Adam. We say Adaś is the very popular first name. And look at this. The main sentence in front of the monument is the Adamowi Mickiewiczowi naród. For the Adam Mickiewicz nation is the dot, very important at the end, symbol of nation and wisdom, and the cloth halls with the like a honey flame, but we see extremely slowly cold because it's the wind, and wind chill factor is like a -5 degrees Celsius. That's why the people, all people, they got the hats. But they stay connected to get information why the people in the medieval Europe, they started to wear wigs. The medieval finished, that was a little later, but I tell you later. Yes, Adam Mickiewicz, perfect, Matthias. Thank you, Matthias Michał, for the joining. There was the former Jewish family, Sarah, there was the owner of that house. During the war, got the Aryan papers and could run their business. But after war, Stalin, they ordered them to pay surtax and they had to emigrate to Sweden. Szarska family, Mr. Grey. And we're getting to the smallest church of Krakow, St. Adalbert, to the anti-vampire cemetery. Stay connected because it's very spooky corner. If somebody got the weak nerves, please don't stay on the live. And something creepy tour is coming up. Behind Clough Course, you see the tower of Krakow, Pisa Tower. The leaning tower of Krakow is the half-meter leaning to the north. The thunderstorm was strong and hit the tower, and there's the little leaning in the half-meter. That's such interesting matter. Okay, I'm giving the 360 degrees overview of market. Thank you that my sponsors watching, Wendy, Evelinka, there's such, there's also the sponsor of my YouTube channel. And then we're getting to church. In basement, the church is over almost 1,000 years old. You see such a stony part. And imagine 5 centuries ago, the old town was the 5 meter lower. Why? You know, dirt and rubbish. Every year 1 centimeter up. We didn't clean the city like a Warsaw, and Paris, Krakow getting up and up. Now we're staying 5 meter higher. In 19th century, the Krakowians got the choice, theater or sewers. Of course, choice was the theater. That's why very late we got the sewer system. And that's why we got the such dirt and shit. We say rubbish causing shit and rubbish causing getting up. You see the old entrance to the church, you see much lower than we staying now. Look at this, the stairs getting downstairs. And now you see also the other color of the pavement. He was the anti-vampire cemetery. You know, witches, lefties, and sleepwalkers were recognized, for instance, as some vampires. And what color of hair of witch was recognized? Of course, black, because Slavic people were blonde hair and blue-eyed, and they said, oh, someone strange is the blue-haired. Oh, Wojtek is the such on the tour, perfect. Recommending Segway tours, Sienna, 17, always there with the Tom Guide Kraków, of course, tours, and also Wrocław or Warsaw. We could do the tours also on the Segway or walking tours. And have a look. The cart again is coming up to the St. Mary Basilica. And we're getting the last stage of our tour, Grodzka, the former goldsmith, also the street, because the goldsmiths, they got their own workshops here. And we're passing the most expensive and the oldest restaurant in Poland, Wierzynek. You see here, Wierzynek Grande Grill. And the people sitting outside, but it's the nice warm-up system with the such heating system. And Mission Guide, oh, this is even live concert inside, very nice. I think there's nice moment. It's like an aquarium, but it's okay. Okay, perfect. That was such very friendly place because but of course a special price. You know, Mission Guide recommended 1,000 places you should visit before die. Family invited the kings of Europe, from Germany, Greece, Cyprus. Supper lasted several days. Even dogs and horses could drink beer soaked in oats. That was such famous supper. They serving rabbit or very other nice specialities of the Polish cuisine. Of course, the soup in bread is also very typical for Krakow. Yes, the wind chill factor is like a -5 degrees Celsius, but as you know, I'm used to be getting cold because of the ice swimming or Segway tours. Many years ago I did a lot of winter climbing, you know, in the Tatra mountains. That's why there's it's the classical weather I did remember winter in Poland, you know, even minus 20 degrees Celsius. Now is the nothing. You see decorations, Christmas decoration are ready already. Some they wearing so-called like a Russian hats on the part is the typical with the covering. We got any magicians, they're giving something special. Okay, and let's go to the close the butcher corner with butchers on the left, and then you got the at last information why the people started to wear wigs. That is the motto and our goal of our tour. Why the people started to wear wigs in Europe. That is interesting. I want to unveil the secret. Okay, Grodzka, Grud, Garot, it means the Grud Castle, the route to the castle. We continuing Royal Road. Interesting, I checked the YouTube channel with Royal Road Kraków, and you know, I didn't find any film live from Royal Road. There are only any vlogs 4D or any 4K, but they say with music, nothing special. That's why I think the such idea with the live stream from the Royal Road is the special mission of me. I want to share beauty of Kraków, of course. I share also my knowledge that I got for 25 years. You got in Poland, you know, even 24 hours open shops. That's why it's the paradise. If somebody booked the R&B log, that was you could got the party for the whole night. And we're getting to the All Saints Square. There was even church in the middle. We're coming closer to the very interesting stained glass windows in the pavilion of Wyspiański, the town hall of Kraków, and the Franciscan monastery in the background. Big density of churches. Also Basilica. 11 basilicas in Kraków, double more than in Barcelona, double more. Kraków got the double more basilicas, over 11. Barcelona only 5. And in one moment is magic moment, the tram passing us. It's always very strong accelerating of the tram driver. They are always very nervous because they... It's the Lyconic, the tram is called Lyconic. Oh, you see the hobby horse on it? Okay, there. Okay. And let me unveil the secret of the such stained glass windows. You see any guide explaining the such stained glass windows. That stained glass windows weren't permitted for the church, and there were cartoons, and according cartoons was the made of Wyspiański, Mark Chagall of Kraków, were made such beautiful by the Mr. Ostrowski, such we say a matter of the year of Wyspiański 2007 is the Bishop Stanislaus, then the Casimir the Great, but the head is the with skull because was the exhumation of the body of Casimir the Great, and belt with the synagogues, and the Heinrich Probus, the king murdered during the battle against the Tatars. We see Kraków story. That is such greetings to the Krakow story, not made in China, but made in Krakow souvenirs. Yes. Okay, we've got the Bobilowicz pharmacy. My mom worked there, and we getting to the solution and to getting answer why the rich people suddenly got the problems with hair and they started to wear wigs. We getting to the last dynasty that ruled in the Wawel, Wettin from Saxony. There was the August the Strong and his son August III. Interesting, we are in the union with Saxony. Why the name of the that such king the Strong? You know, in his hands he could break the horseshoes, but according to the tradition, rumors, he's got the over 60 wives and mistresses and 365 children. No, so many wives in art, but so many mothers-in-law is in art. His son didn't follow father, only one wife and 16 children. Look at this, August the Strong in the middle. On the left is his son, August III, and the last Polish queen coronated on the Wawel, Maria Habsburg. She was coronation 1734. And look at this, all of them, they've got the wigs. Why? You know, rich people in Europe started to use the modern pipes, lead pipes. And lead poisoning started. They've got the blue blood. That's why we say, oh, you are blue-blooded. And hair off. Simply, they lost hair. That's why, oh, you see, there's the more and more calling. I think it's not a lot of callings in Poland. This is the problem. 71% Poles declared as the Roman Catholic. We got 30 monasteries and in Krakow, and there are nuns coming from the order. Official here is they're not allowed to go by car. I don't know what the car is looking here. Sometimes the tourist looking for the hotel, and here's the full pedestrian zone, Grodzka. Thank you, and I show you the house that world famous master make the main altar in St. Mary Basilica stayed here in that house. We say Cafe Vito, and here is the commemorating Weihstos, make the biggest altar in the St. Mary Basilica. Oh, they're carrying something like a ladder. What they carrying there? Maybe the piece of the bed. And we passing also the pizza with now is the hit, the pizza mamita. In Spanish, mamita, it means mommy, mama, there's a such mamita. That is the hit of the such pizza, XXL, mamita. Okay, milk bar, you know, supported by the state, and there's the cheap food. You got the self-service student price, interesting, bar mleczny milk bar. It's always the good student price in the such places. It's perfect. Where are you from? Germany, perfect. Okay. Alles Gute, Deutsch ist gut. Warte, Sie können mich auf dem YouTube-Kanal Tomgate Krakow finden. Ich war morgen deutschsprachige Gruppe Stadtführer von Krakow. Ja, das ist aus welcher Stadt? Magdeburg. Ah, Sie können grüßen, das war schon. Ich habe da Publikum ganze Welt. Ja, das ist a friendly group from Germany. Perfekt. Okay, alles Gute, vielleicht treffen wir morgen. This is just a joke because I've got the German groups. Maybe tomorrow I got any German group, and I don't know, but it's just a very, very nice, friendly. You see atmosphere. You could get the people all around the world in Krakow, but mainly now from the UK. UK is just the leading nation that visiting Krakow, but they visiting on the weekend, like a city break. And Germans, they staying usually longer. There's a such there, but they're very nice. Magdeburg, very friendly. We say is the partnership from Krakow is with Nuremberg, Leipzig, and Frankfurt. And look at this. Here's something magician shop. We say Dziurawy leaky cauldron, leaky cauldron. Now I'm the little magician of the part, you see. The wizard is wanted, and the such leaky cauldron. It's the only little like a miniature of the London leaky cauldron. There's the very small, but you could get the pumpkin juice, things like that. And in front of me, the oldest church in Krakow, St. Andrew Church, 1,000 years old. 1,000 years old. There will be 2086, because 1086 very rich Krakowian Palatine Sieciech, they sponsored the church. Inside there are nuns of Poor Clare. They are not permitted to get out. Only if the Pope, President, Queen visited, they waving them and back to monastery. And have a look, it's the most impressive moment. We see the apostles and Peter and Paul Church. We see the smallest church of Poland. Look at this, such. But it's of course joke. They were so small, the apostles had to go out. That's why it's a sad joke. But it's the first and biggest Baroque church in Poland. And the biggest Jesuit church. The parents of John Paul II got married there. And vis-a-vis is the such the Jagiellonian University Collegium Juridicum, Jurisdiction, Law, Medicine, Free Arts, the three oldest faculties. And in one moment, oh, you see, there's nice snowflakes. As the more and more is getting colder. And thank you for appreciating the live please share information about the life. Still, it was a record was that 30 people in the house, but I suppose there would be should be much more. And in that church, the main, we say, investor of the church, staying on the column. Behind me, the St. Peter and Paul Basilica, also Basilica. There's such one of the 11 basilicas in Krakow. And on the column, Piotr Skarga, Peter Skarga. He's waiting to be canonized. It's the very horrible funeral of him. He was buried alive. In that time, they thought if the heart stopped beating, they thought it's the person death. And he was put alive into coffin. Imagine, that's such horrible matter. And yes, Mateusz Kozłowski, perfect. Thank you, Mateusz, for joining the tour. And St. Andrew Church, the oldest in Poland, and the Peter and Paul. And the square, we are in the old town. You know, in the Krakow is the old town and the old new town. And after invasion of Tatars, the church in the middle, St. Maria Magdalena, was such demolished, and they make the square. That is like a bomb. Is the fountain in modern art. They put just like a time of World Trade Center was they put such fountain in the summer. And you see basement of the St. Maria Magdalena church. But the church was just aging and in 19th century simple demolish. In Krakow is the such paradox. Not war, not fire, but the decision of local government was the demolishing. The such paradox of the Krakow. And then we get into the oldest street in Krakow. It's not going straight, but the little bending. That is the oldest street in Krakow, Kanonicza. Canons, they were priests of the Wawel Cathedral. And just we getting closer the Wawel Hill. I think slowly we going to the end of life. I don't want to make the for hours long the live stream. And we see the place connecting with John Paul II. We say JP2, the most important, the Polish Pope. Was responsible for the transformation and breaking Iron Curtain. On the left, we say, like traditionally say, there's the most expensive hotel in Krakow, Copernicus. Always German chancellor staying here in that hotel. And Kanonicza, the canons, there's the Bishop's Palace vis-a-vis. And in one moment, we getting the portrait of John Paul II. That was the first pope. He was not wearing glasses. He was wearing first wristwatch, and that is after conclave in Rome. He said, "Don't be afraid. I'm a human being, not an Italian." Look at this test. They're looking at us. He was 16 years staying in that house. JP2, Karol Wojtyła. He was in the 4 places connecting with him. He was in the 4 places in Krakow. In that Tyniecka, outside of the city center, here in that house as the student of theology, and then as the bishop, and then archbishop in other places, in 4 places. As the such sgraffito is making very special flair, such style of the house. Vis-a-vis the house under nose. That was the matter of the controlling the quality of wine. But the more details about the such magic places, I tell you on my tours. I think I don't want to make the maximal long tours. I think the life is now getting 50 minutes. Is a very long life. Please watch other my films. Please share the information about live streams if you like it, and there would be much more, of course, connecting with Wawel too, if you wish. Please write me private what would you like to see. Appreciate your your following and sharing information about my live streams. Big thanks, because I have to warm my fingers. The warm wishes from the cold Poland. We say Poland, the land of the not. But I haven't seen the white bears, not yet. But I have to little warm up. Big thanks and see you again. Sorry for any problems with voice on the way. See you again. Bye bye. Thank you and see you again. Bye bye. Do widzenia.